Everybody feels sorry for me, right? Pray for me.
Fuel to the top. In my thoughts, obsession. I will not stop. No, I'm never second guessing. I got a God complex. Haters love to hate, but I never feel pressed. Got a lot on my plate, but I never get stressed. I'll take all the pressure like I'm facing this test. Tear it up like I'm Jason. I see this place like a game. To the bank to collect my payments. No negotiations. It's my way. I was born impatient. And like a damn Freemason, I'll run this nation.
And this is a bad dude. What's up, everybody, and welcome to the Dog Pound. I'm M Dog, and I want to thank you all for choosing to be right here, right now with me. And I appreciate all of you, and I'm grateful for your support. I've got a pretty cool video planned for you guys today. But before we get started, if you'd be so kind and smash that like button, share this video with a like-minded, freedom-loving friend or two, and then hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any new content that gets uploaded to the channel. You guys help us out tremendously just by doing those couple of things. All of us that have Pro 2A channels really need your help to keep our content moving and to stay visible to other like-minded patriots who share our passion and love our freedom. So when you like our videos and you drop a comment, you are letting us know that you love your rights and our Second Amendment, and we are all very unapologetic about that. You can also follow me over on True Social, Facebook, X, or formerly known as Twitter, Instagram, and Patreon at the Dog Pound with M Dog, and I'm now posting videos over on Rumble at Dog Pound with M Dog. That's all one word and it's spelled just like you see it right here at the bottom of your screen. And if you'd like to help us out, because we are a self-funded channel, you can do so by becoming a member of our Dog Pound family by clicking on that membership button. If you do that, you receive discounts on all Dog Pound merchandise, and you'll be listed as a supporter in the credits of all of our videos. You can also help us out by grabbing one or two of these very cool Dog Pound t-shirts, just like this one right here. Go get you one. And now, let's get started. Welcome to video number 4 in our video series featuring hunting firearms and accurately titled Tools of the Trade. Today I'm going to be doing a review on a shotgun that has been in my collection since 1997, but it's never had a single round fired through it. I'm talking about the MOSSBERG Model 695 bolt action slug gun, chambered in 2 3/4 and 3-inch. That thing crazy looking. I only imagine it's probably going to be a bad dude, but we'll see. When you live in a state that has never allowed hunters to hunt deer with a rifle, these types of shotgun slugs were a welcome sight for deer hunters who wanted to maximize their ethical shooting range. I purchased my first actual slug gun back in 1994 when I bought the Marlin Slugmaster. And the shotgun was featured in video number 3 of this video series. If you haven't seen that video yet, please go check it out. I had a lot of success in the deer woods with my Marlin, so when I had the opportunity to purchase the MOSSBERG 695, I jumped all over it. The plan was to set Tammy up with my Marlin so she had an accurate and reliable gun to use for deer hunting. Well, little did I know, not long after I bought this MOSSBERG, I would lose my hunting property that I had been on for many years due to a backdoor deal with the farmer that I had known all my life. from a guy that I was good enough to bring in and allowed him to hunt with me. That's when I realized how ugly and underhanded people can be just to steal your hunting land. Hunting became big business, and a handshake and sweat off your brow took a back seat to whoever had the largest bank account. Because of that whole ordeal, I hung up my hunting clothes and I haven't hunted since. So I put this gun in the boom boom room, and that's where it stayed. That is, until today. I'm going to see exactly what this slug gun can do, and if it will be the gun I carry back into the deer woods when I return to chase those swamp donkeys one day in the very near future. But for now, let's take a minute to check out the specs on the MOSSBERG 695 bolt action 12 gauge slug gun, chambered in 2 3/4 and 3 inch. The MOSSBERG 695 has a 22-inch fully rifled and factory-ported barrel, a 3-inch magnum chamber that also shoots 2 3/4 inch shells. The barrel and bolt has a nice parkerized finish. The stock is black synthetic. The 695 has a capacity of 2+1 with the detachable box magazine holding 2 rounds and 1 in the chamber. The 695 was designed to give the serious slug shooter the ability to make clean, accurate shots out to 150 yards or more. I put an old scope I had in the vault on top of the 695, and earlier today I pulled the bolt and did a quick bore sight to hopefully help me get the scope close to 0 without having to sling a bunch of high-priced lead down range. At least that's the plan. You never really know how that's going to go until you fire off some rounds. I usually put a bore laser on the target, which helps me fine-tune things before I start slinging some lead. Backwoods engineering at its finest. The ammunition that I'm going to be shooting today are the Hornady SST 300 grain 2 3/4 inch slugs. These are specifically designed to be fired through rifled slug barrels. Very, very nice slugs. I've used them a lot. I don't know how well this ammo will actually perform in this shotgun because this will be the first time shooting this gun. Traveling over 2,000 feet per second, it did pretty good when we used it in the Marlin. Now that we got all the boring stuff out of the way, let's head out on the range and see how well this slug gun shoots. I already know it's going to kick like a mule, but that's just all part of the fun. Once we finish up out there, I'll see you guys back here in a bit for my final thoughts. I'm outside the boom boom room again. This time I've got the MOSSBERG 695 slug gun. And if you guys saw the last video where we were bore sighting, remember I told you it's a short billy backwoods engineering style of bore sighting. But we're going to do the same thing today with the MOSSBERG 695 before we get it out to the range to make sure we are on paper. Like I said, this is not an exact science. I've used it all my life and it's worked. Because all I'm doing is getting it close. When we get to the range, if we need to make adjustments at the range, that's what we'll do. But we're at 25 yards is all you need to be, anywhere between 25 and 50. Because there's not much of a difference when you shoot one of these rifled barrels between 25 and 50. All we're going to do right now is just pull the bolt. And what I mean by that is just squeezing the trigger. I'm going to squeeze the trigger as they're pulling the bolt back, and the bolt will slide right out. That gives you access to your breech, and from this point you can safely look down the barrel and you'll be able to bore sight this thing visually, putting that center, putting the bore center mass on the target. Okay, so all I'm gonna do at this point is I'm gonna move the gun where I need to move it, using the Bog Death Grip. These things are amazing, heavy duty built. They'll hold anything you've got without giving you any issues at all. They're very heavy, so this particular model is really great for sighting in any type of weapon you may want to sight in. They also make models that are a lot more practical in the field for taking it out. They've got bipods, I believe, and but you can take them out and hunt with them, set them up if you're on an elk hunt or something like that. These are great. So using the Death Grip, I'm just going to turn it and put this gun center mass looking down the barrel, which is right about there. So then I look up at my scope. My scope is on paper. Looks like it's a little high. So what I do now to double check, just like I said, backwoods engineering, I got a laser that will stick in the breech and shoot it at that target, and then we can kind of get a feel for where we need to bring the scope, the crosshairs. Just get it in there where it's nice and snug and it's not moving. Turn on the laser. And you don't know if you guys can see it, but it's on the ground. So I'm going to bring that up center of the target. Right there. At this point, I'll be able to adjust this scope. All right, at this point, now that we have the scope close to being in line with that laser, I think we're okay. So we'll see you guys out there on the range and wrap this up. What's up, guys, and welcome to the range. We are out here getting ready to sling some high dollar lead downrange at those splatterburst targets with the MOSSBERG 695 slug gun. You guys seen us back there at the boom room where I was trying to get some adjustments done up before we got out here to make this process a little bit quicker and a little easier. No need to talk anymore. Let's sit down with the Bog Death Grip here, holding the old heavy shoulder howitzer. Let's send some lead down range. All right, let's see how bad this is. Not as bad as I thought. It's a little bit to the left. Just got to bring it to the right. Touching. All right, so I made that adjustment because we're about 3 inches to the left. And like I said, we're at 40 yards. And it's better than what I thought it would be, so I'm not complaining. Let's see if we can't get a little bit better. All right, so we're going to move it over 3. And we'll go with this, see how this goes. There we go. Now, if I can touch that one, then we're on target. That'll work. I got a bug going in my ear, Tammy.
Ladybug. How's she going in your ear when you got your muffs on?
That's true. That's a good point. That's a very good point. Okay, I think we've got her dialed in. What do you think?
Good to me.
Me too. I'm happy with that. And we didn't have to spend a whole bunch of money on ammo.
That's why I'm happy with that.
I love it. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this short but fun video. Probably gonna need to put some ice on the old shoulder tonight. Old bones, man. You know how that goes. But I mean, there's no doubt this is lighter than the Marlin Slugmaster, so it kicks a little bit more. But not complaining. I'll take that accuracy any day and suffer through the pain. Just want to let you guys know, if you're in the market for a slug gun, if you're in a state that you can't hunt whitetails with rifles or whatever it may be, for whitetail, pig, black bear, those states where you're allowed to use shotguns, I'm telling you, these, and I know the technology has advanced dramatically over the years, but man, sometimes the oldies are the goodies, and I have nothing bad to say about the MOSSBERG or the Marlin that we shot in the last video. Great, both great slug guns, and if you're in the market for a slug gun, you can find these still out there on the market. They're not that expensive compared to many other more modern guns, so it may be exactly what you're looking for. But either way, thank you all so much for spending your time out here on the range with Tammy and I. We can't thank you enough. We truly appreciate you, and if you liked it, I hope you please hit that like button. Let us know, because you help us out tremendously when you do that. But until next time, we're going to get out of here. MOSSBERG 695 Slug Gun. If you think of a good nickname for this machine, put it in the comments. Till next time, we love you, and this is a bad dude. See it, kind of some final thoughts. Welcome back to the kennels for my final thoughts on the MOSSBERG Model 695 bolt action 12 gauge slug gun, chambered in 2 3/4 and 3 inch. I think it's safe to say that this slug gun is more than capable of being a deer slaying machine once you get them dialed in. We have to remember that a shotgun is still limited when you compare them to a finely tuned rifle. But with the proper attention and a little bit of tweaking, a rifle barrel slug gun has no problem doubling the range for any slug hunter. I can only imagine that it would also be a great gun to chase some pork with. I may need to reach out to a few friends of mine to see if I can line up a pig hunt sometime soon. And if you guys would like to see some hunting on this channel, let me know down in the comments and I'll make it happen. Please don't forget to smash that like button on this video, and if you enjoy the content that you see here on our channel, it helps us out a lot if you also hit that subscribe button. You always have an option of unsubscribing later on if you suddenly have a change of heart. And even if you don't want to subscribe to our channel, please make sure you are subscribed to your favorite Pro 2A channels. All of us are working very hard to keep this type of content alive and well here on this platform, but we need your help to get our content out so it can be seen by all who share our passion. So, from all of us here at the Dog Pound, thank you in advance for caring enough to do so. I'd like to thank the following businesses for all the help and support they've given to the channel: STEELE'S Gun Shop, SPLATTERBURST Targets, BALLISTOL, TIMBERTRAIL e-bikes, and the Scent Stopper. We couldn't do this without the support from those great companies. Be sure to check them out when you get a time to do so. All of their information will be included down in the description of this video. And as always, my fellow freedom seed slinging friends, spend time with the ones you love the most. Time spent with them is always time well spent. Shoot straight, shoot often, be safe. Most importantly, God bless you and yours. I'm M-Dog, and I'll see you next time on the Dog Pound.